Hi, Bridget. My name is Cameron Knight, and this is my wife, Vanessa Knight.
Hi, Bridget.
Thank you so much for reaching out to us and extending yourself to this reading, particularly in regard to Simon. I like how you said in here, by the way, whatever comes out, I'm ready for it. That really helps with these readings, and it really does when somebody has an open heart and is ready just to receive the tarot as it is. Even as a reader, it gives me strength too, because sometimes when information comes across that seems maybe negative or adverse to maybe what somebody wants, it can even cause trepidation to the reader. So thank you for your courage. How we like to do these readings is we pull 3 cards and we just let them flow and we see where they lead. So with that said, my wonderful Vanessa, start the poll.
Oh, the Lover's card.
Oh man, it can't get any more direct than that. That's wonderful. I hope Simon is not your brother. We don't know any information. But we have a Lover's card here. So that's wonderful. The Lover's card is a great card. Obviously, the name just says it all, right? Its opposing card is actually the Devil card. And the Devil card represents the lovers in an inverted space of love. It is love that has gone inverted. So the Lover's card says this is an attraction or an affinity created in the realm of its proper form that leads to proper emotional health and well-being. And so it doesn't have to be lovers like we think of when we think of lovers. This is a card of affinity. And one of the great things about the Lovers is you can see they're accompanied by this this muse, the scantily clad muse here, represents Venus, or that divine force of love, who is sent on behalf of the spirit of love. So it's all good.
I really like this card as a symbol of unity.
Yeah.
Two becoming one. And so, what was the exact question? I'm sorry.
The exact, no, that's okay, is this. If you could tell me what you see happening or not happening with Simon for my highest will and good. I love how you put that.
Yeah.
Whatever truth comes out, I'm ready for it.
Well, I mean, that speaks of, to me, a truth of reciprocity. You know, that there is an intention being set there between the two of you. And hopefully he's aware of it. But regardless of whether he may not be consciously aware of it or consciously aware of it, his eyes are turned towards you.
And you feel appropriately so.
Yes.
It is the 4th of July here. Not the 4th of July, New Year's here.
Don't mind all the bang
Yeah,
bangs.
don't mind all the bang bangs.
All right, the 10 of Pentacles. That's a great card.
Oh, wow, that's also. Now, this is a card
Prosperity.
of prosperity, but not just like physical prosperity, although that is implied in the card, but a certain kind of living that has led a community, a family, an individual to prosperity in its highest sense. Prosperity in health, in relationships, in wealth, in, expressing themselves in a way that has ingratiated themselves into their community. It's just the all-around success card. If I were to name this card in a different way, this would be the fruit of wisdom. I love the Pentacles because it represents the convergence or merging of spirit and matter. The coin being, gold and material wealth, and the pentacle, or the 5-pointed star, representing the 5 elements incorporated with spirit. And so it speaks, again, with the Lover's card, it just speaks of well-balanced minds, energies, and hearts. Good karma, and like a fruitful terrain that is capable of like bringing forth a lot of fertility and wholeness.
Yeah, I agree. I see a lot of abundance in this synthesis. What am I trying to say? It sounded so much better in my head. Sorry.
Abundance is the word I was looking for, by the way, when I said fertility.
But this speaks to me of an alignment, that you two are aligned, if not physically quite yet, then definitely in spirit. And even as a kindred. That is a great level of unity that you would want to have with someone.
Yeah, what I see from this card as well is all of these people engaged in an exchange on account of a commonality of spirit. So they work together, they sustain one another, they support one another. Vanessa and I work at a local market, and that's the energy I get when I look at this card, is all these people together working together because they're on the common level. And so if there's not so much as a romantic element with Simon, I see it being very fruitful nonetheless, wholesomely fruitful and helpful.
Definitely a positive connection.
Yeah.
Is this an ace?
Oh yeah, yes, that's the Eight of Cups, or Ace of Cups, excuse me.
Oh.
The ace is the card of beginnings, and the cups is a symbol of the emotional plane. This also serves as a chalice, that which holds opposing elements together, not in a contradictory way, but in their opposites. So often in alchemical imagery, you see, the man and the woman are both mixed inside the chalice together, or some type of opposing forces. So to me, this says that you and Simon would make whatever you were to do together would yield something new and fruitful. It wouldn't be a product of you, it wouldn't be a product of him, but rather a synthesis. This is one of the things I love about my wife, is in our life, I see the fruits of us being together. I don't see her and I don't see me. I see more of us. And that's the real magic of coupling. I always like to say I see people like elements on the periodic table. And like when you put two different things together, it yields a certain result. And what I'm gathering from this reading, not knowing Simon or the details of your relationship, nor do I need to, what I see is someone that you would be very fruitful with in whatever endeavor. I mean, it could be familial, it could be friendship. It doesn't have to be the overt, lover's card, which was presented.
Yes.
Not denying that, but I just want to emphasize the fruitfulness of the relationship more so.
And I'm getting really strongly, considering this ace is represented in cups, that this connection is going to lead you down an emotional journey. This is the very beginning of a new type of emotional journey for you, maybe for both of you, in which you're going to learn a lot of very beautiful lessons as you start to interpret one another, kind of really discover who you are as a person and how you contribute to that kind of relationship, however it manifests. And that's really the magic in relationships anyways. I think how much we learn about ourselves and how we utilize those tools that we learn along the way to improve and to better our circumstances, but also the world around us.
Yeah, beautifully said. These cards, we always like to say, especially when it comes to love, or just relationships, represent moments in time. So this can change with new circumstances and, new unfoldings as you both, begin to change and as time goes on. But right now, this looks very fruitful. And sometimes the most, there are relationships that are so special, they even extend beyond the relationship that we typically know of, because that distance almost provides a safety. So this could be a long-lasting type of alchemy that happens even maybe without the constant proximity to one another. I just see you as just a fruitful pair. So to round this out and to really kind of centralize our words, we want to draw an oracle card, which is a one-word card that you can use as an anchor to this reading. And when you think about this word, you can think about not only its meaning, but the nature of this one.
Would you draw one?
Oh, yes. High pressure. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is a cute one. We've never gotten this one. A very serious word. Everydayness.
Oh, I like this one.
Take things as they come and be natural about it. Let life unfold in its beauty, in its simplicity, in its routine. Don't forget to notice the small things. You know, it's the small things that are the great things because they are the common and everyday things and the most reoccurring ones. And when we can learn to appreciate the simplicity of life, more will be given to us. Not necessarily because it's being given to us, but because our capacity to see more will increase. One of my favorite stories, I just love it. I know I've said this many times, so my poor wife has to listen to this again. But I used to really like to watch near-death experience videos, and there was this one of this man that took away from his experience this piece of advice I thought was very beautiful. He said that in that experience, he experienced a miracle. But what he realized from that miracle is that every moment of our lives are miracles, and everything that's happening and sustaining us and all about us is just one intertwined miracle of miracles. And if the reason that he interpreted what he went through as a miracle is because he was in that elated sense of spirit. But that if we could always maintain that sense of gratitude and that everydayness, so to speak, everything all the time would be the most blessed state to abide in and to appreciate. And it's so sad to know that, knowing how far we've all kind of fallen from that gratitude, but also how much of a birthright it is to ascend back to it. So don't forget that, and you will be able to find every joy you need to sustain your life. Is there anything else you want to add to that?
It's a beautiful way to end.
Okay. We hope this reading was helpful for you. And also, look at these cards yourself. Don't forget that you have a heart and mind to access these images as well. They're made for all, and especially for someone that's open to their interpretation. So if you see anything in here that we haven't touched upon or maybe even misinterpreted, these cards are for you to decipher as well. That is part of your right, in this participating ritual. So thank you so much. Bye-bye.